it going? Hope you're all having a wonderful week. Today's video is going to be a testing it out first impressions type of video. It's not really a haul, but it's kind of a haul. I was just realizing that I have a bunch of stuff that I've never tried, that some of it I've got really recently, but other stuff has just been sitting here for months. I have this little box that I keep over on my shelf over here with new products that are like brand new, unopened, things that I want to try, but I just for some reason love having it sitting over there. Like I like the anticipation of using new products or something. So I was kind of digging through there and there was a bunch of stuff in there that I wanted to show kind of my first impressions, first thoughts on. So yeah, also in the video, my hair is up the whole time because I just finished filming a hair video, realized I didn't do this introduction. So there's a lot of things happening. So if you would like to see me trying out some exciting products, let's jump into it. All right, guys, let's do this. So I have applied foundation and concealer, and that's all. I used the Maybelline 24-Hour Superstay. I've talked about this so many times. I really love it. And then I also put on this Dermablend Quick Fix Concealer. I really love this concealer as well, but it's very like emollient. Like I want to get it set so it doesn't get all creasy. So the first new product that we are going to try out is this Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter. This is not a new product, but it's new to me. I got it in like a couple months ago and I just haven't tried it out yet. So I'm just going to go into this shade right here. So this is on the powdery side because this palette is very cool. If you guys haven't seen this before, it comes in like this little like long thin type of thing, and then on one side you have powder products, you know, 2 contours, a light shade and then a shimmery shade for highlighting, and then when you flip the mirror over there are 5 cream contour shades. And you guys know I'm not really a cream contouring type of person, but we're gonna try it out today. But first, like I said, I just want to get this set. Okay, under eye area set. It looks good. You know, it just looks the same as per usual, so that's good. So let's try some cream contouring, which, you know, these shades to me, like these 3, I'm like, I know that's like a corrector shade, I'm assuming, but these 3, I'm like, what? Like that's the corrector shade, but really like the highlighting part of the cream contouring stuff is just, I just don't even really know. I just don't even know about that, guys. But I am gonna try to take the deep, like the contouring shade itself, and I think I'm gonna start off by taking it on a brush. And then I'm gonna take my beauty blender . Can you guys hear Brooks whistling? I don't want to say stop because I feel like it's cute, you know, like he's having a good day, but we're busy over here. Okay, so I feel like that blended in, like, I don't know, like it kind of, I don't know, it just like still feels like too harsh. Like I don't like anything to be like harsh. So for me personally, like for like what it does, I feel like it's not worth the extra step, but that could be just me, I don't know. But what I really want to try actually from this palette is the powders, because if there's anything that I'm going to use over and over again, it is a powder product. So to set that contoury area, I'm going to take the more cool tone shade right here. Like, whoa, we just have, like, this is, guys, let's go in with a smaller brush. like in the viewfinder here, it looks like so harsh. In real life, it's not quite like that, but I think it's also since I'm just not a contourer, I feel like it probably just looks more harsh than I'm used to seeing, but and like I said, I didn't set the foundation or anything before I applied those products, and it's looking okay would be the word. I think I need to shut the blinds here. There's a lot of like light reflection happening. Okay, going again into this palette, I'm going to take I'm now gonna take the more warm toned one on the end on a bigger brush. Like these powders, to be honest, for my liking, almost have like too much pigment to them, you know? Like this does not look good. And I do think that these are the type of powders that this would be going a lot more smoothly if I had set everything on my face. Like, guys, I just don't think the contouring life is the life for me. Okay, I have to be honest, guys, I do not love this. I think that the powders feel very nice, like that, you know, they're very, very pigmented, but it's just like not that nice, like natural kind of look that I normally go for. It just feels like there's a lot going on here. I'm gonna actually try to like tone this down a little bit by using some powder. All right, guys, you know, I'm not loving the way that this all looks, but we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep powering through. I'm going to move on to this palette. This is from L'Oreal. It is the True Match Lumi Glow Nude Highlighter Palette. This is one of two shades. This is the more like pinky cool toned one, and then there's also a more goldeny bronze one. And it says that you can instantly capture light for a multi-dimensional glow. I think it's super exciting that there's a highlighting palette available at the drugstore, but I'm just gonna be honest, guys, I've not seen the best reviews on this, so I'm really curious to try it. I will put some swatches up on the screen. They actually swatch quite nicely, but they do have a little bit of like a chunky texture to it. But anyways, we're just gonna give this a go. I'm going to use this pink shade as more of a blush. That actually almost has like a holographic shift to it because it has like bluish and lavender tones in there, which like I wasn't going for that. So far this is going really well, guys. Over top of that, I also want to try out this shade. This is kind of like the typical shade that I would go for, kind of a nice kind of goldeny light champagne shade. All I'm really seeing still is that like blue color come through. So that's great, guys. It's like Saturday afternoon. I have stuff to do today. I'm just gonna hit the town with some blue highlighter on. Great. But honestly, you guys, like, I know that this palette has been given, like I said, a lot of kind of like harsh reviews and whatnot, but the actual powders themselves are not bad. Now this is expensive. This is like $25 in Canada. I don't think it's worth it at that price, but it's not awful. Like, it is not terrible by any means. There is some color payoff. It does look nice on the cheeks. It does have a nice reflection, as you can see. I just don't like that tone. Like, I just wish that this shade was pink. Like, I don't want there to be any sort of like metallic blue coming through, but maybe that's just me. So far, you know, we're not doing too good over here, but let's continue on. Like I said, This little brow box from Urban Decay. I have seen this sold by Urban Decay for years and I've never got it, and so I was like, let's try this out. So it's actually really cool. It has like everything you need in it for your brows. I got mine in the shade Honey Pot. So you open up the top part and you have the 2 powders in 2 different tones and then a wax, which I don't really use brow wax to be honest, but I can still try it. And this is what's really kind of awesome about it. When you open up the bottom here, you get a little spoolie guy, an actual little brush for the brows, and tweezers, which is really cool. So I actually am gonna try out these mini little, you know, eyebrow tools, because why not? And if this is something that, you know, you can take on the go with you, I feel like that's a really great option. Like, first of all, I feel like we should try these tweezers, don't you? I mean, there's always a hair or 2 I can get rid of. Like, those worked. Wow. Like this highlighter, guys. Hey. I'm impressed with these little tweezers. I'm definitely keeping those in there. That's great to take kind of with you on trips and whatnot. Here's the little spoolie. Like, you guys, these are like the tiniest little things. Like, that is in comparison to my hand there. Is that not the cutest? Hello. And then again, have the little tiny angular brush. Like, literally, these are the cutest little things. I'm going to take, this is slightly deeper on this side. I like that, guys. That was super easy. I can't believe these tiny little tools are actually working super well. Okay, this little brow box. I'm into it. I'm into it. Okay, I'm gonna actually, I wanna try the wax because why not? Using the little spoolie, I'm actually just gonna kinda like smush it around in here a little bit. And use it as kind of like a brow gel to kind of like set these in place. Like, honestly, how are you supposed to use wax? Do you just like put a brush in and then, like, I don't really know, to be honest. But now it's like very dirty, so I feel like that must not be the way. All I can see is that highlight. Okay. Okay, no, but this is good. Like, this is everything you need. I'm into it. I'm into that. What else do we have here? Ooh, this. Okay, we're gonna rectify the situation of this pink highlighter with another pink highlighter. So this is, again, from True Match Lumi L'Oreal. This is the Glow Amour Glow Boosting Drops. This is in the shade Daybreak 507, and it says that you can drop, mix, luminize, and anyways, I'm gonna give this a shake, I'm assuming. And I'm gonna just take, I think, some on the back of my hand here. I'm just like putting a little droplet, not too much. I'm assuming you don't need a lot of this product. And then I am going to, this is what it looks like. Wow, that's pretty. Like, that is a very metallic highlighter. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't wanna get too crazy over here, I'm just gonna tap a little bit on my cheeks like this, and then quickly smush it in with my beauty blender. Okay, that kind of dried faster than I expected. Guys, like, I'm having a rough time over here, okay? That's pretty, and that actually helped with that, like, holographic thing that was going on. Like, I think this product is a little bit more a true pink, but it's layering on nicely. You do just kind of have to work quickly. It almost looks like silvery. But again, you guys, this is why we test things out, right? Okay, let's move on to the eyes. This little palette from NYX, this is called the Lid Lingerie Shadow Palette. I've had this for a long time. I just have never used it, actually. But I feel like it looks so appealing. It's just 6 different matte shades. So I am going to start off, I think, by taking this peachy shade, because to me this is like a dream transition color. And I am going to put that into my crease. I really like this. It's like a light peach shade. It's very, very flattering. And then I'm actually also gonna take some of this like mauvey tone because I love mixing warm and cool tones together. I'm gonna put some of that in there as well. These blend so nicely. I am into this. And then underneath my eye, I'm actually gonna take some of this brown shade and just keeping it kind of on the outer part of my lower lash line. Just gonna smudge a little in there just to get a little definition. Okay, and now for something that I am super excited about. I am going to take the NYX Love You So Mochi palette. This is just so appealing to me, the shades that are in here. So these all have somewhat of a shimmer to them. This one right here, this highlighting shade, is more matte, but these are all just so beautiful. Like, I really just like the tones that are in here, especially these kind of like peachy ones. Like, I love, love, love that, especially moving into springtime and whatnot. But I'm just curious what I should put all over my lid. I think I'm gonna actually take this nice bright one. I know that we're still in February, but it's kind of fitting for Valentine's Day. And these are supposed to have like a really soft kind of like gel-like consistency, and they feel beautiful. Yeah, I really like those. I am going to just pack that on. It's like super bright, like the color really does match what you see in the pan, which is nice. However, I am gonna layer, I think. It's just like a little too for me currently. So I'm going to take some of this bronzy shade over here and also just kind of layer that on. I actually really liked when I saw this palette. It just was so appealing to me. I have so many kind of matte neutral palettes that having this as like a complementary palette I think is really awesome. They also had one, it was like electric pastels, I think it was called, so had more kind of unique shades in there. Took some restraint for me, guys, not to buy both of them, but I really like this formula. Like, it feels very nice on my eyelids. Just to kind of add a little bit of definition, because I'm not going to apply eyeliner, I'm going to go in with this back to that lingerie palette and take this like deep kind of maroon shade and just put a little bit on the outside of my eye. I'm going to take that matte highlighting shade in the Mochi palette and just apply that to my, is this brush dirty? And I'm just going to apply that to my inner corner. And then this mascara, Worth the Hype from NYX. I've seen a ton of people trying this out, and interestingly enough, I actually don't typically like mascaras from NYX. Like, I don't think I've ever tried one that I've really been into, but people seem to really like this one, and it's called Worth the Hype. So with a name like that, it's, you know, gotta make sure you're delivering. And it has a nice kind of big fluffy wand like this. And apparently it is supposed to be volumizing and lengthening. So just everything that we need in a mascara. I haven't curled my lashes because I don't always, just saying. So let's see how this goes. All right, that mascara is very nice. This is what it looks like after 2 coats. It gave a lot of volume for sure and length, and I really like that. Like I said, I have not used a lot of mascaras from NYX that I really like, and this one is good. I really like that. And I like the way that this eye makeup turned out. I really do like this palette and this one as well, especially paired together. I feel like this is a great option. It's just these cheeks, guys. I don't know if it's quite like, in the viewfinder that actually isn't that bad. It's just kind of like pinky, almost purpley, but like in real life it almost looks like silver and like not healthy. Like it doesn't have that nice healthy glow kind of thing. But anyways, I'm gonna stop complaining about that. And then for lips, guys, my last product here to try out, this is from NYX. This is called the Powder Puff Lippy, and this is a powder lip cream, which I feel like must be the first of its kind. I haven't heard of that before. I got two shades, Puppy Love, which is more of like a corally shade, and then Best Buds, which is more of like, you know, nudie pink. So I'm gonna let's try out the nudie pink one first, because we can always layer that other one on top. I bought these from Shoppers Drug Mart, and they had a deal where it's like if you buy two, you get extra optimum points, or else I would have just bought one shade, guys. But you know me, the points get me every time. So let's open this. I'm excited to try this. What? Interesting. It smells good. Like, it smells like the beach. Now, the applicator is kind of hard to use because it's kind of hard to like get up into the line, like follow the lines, but this feels so interesting. So right now it's a cream. And I am assuming it's gonna dry. I should have used a lip brush. I just like, I really like this shade. I think I might just leave it, but I will insert and make sure to show you swatches of both colors. All right, so as we're letting this lip product dry or do whatever it's gonna do, let's go, I'm just gonna do a little recap of all the products I talked about today. So this first one here, this Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette, I think that the formulas in here are good, and I think that they applied, like I'm talking about the cream contour, I think it applied nicely, and that the powders are extremely, extremely pigmented, and you just need a very light hand when using them. But honestly, like, I don't think this product is necessary. Like, if you're someone that loves cream contouring and like doing the whole highlighting, color correcting, the whole shebang, you might really like this. But for me, like, this is expensive. This was an expensive product, so I don't know. I don't absolutely love it. This palette, I do not like this pink shade in here, and I normally love pink highlighters, but there's almost like a blue shift to it, and it's just been throwing me off this whole time. These shades up here, actually, they're nice. Like, people are saying they're so awful, but like, I don't know, they don't seem like that bad to me, but for the price, it's honestly too expensive. Like, this is $25, so I would say save your money on that guy. Now these, I don't know, like, I actually, when I swatched it on my hand, thought it looked very beautiful, and I think it's more so this shade that is just really not what I'm enjoying. So I'm gonna have to try these again. I'd be interested in mixing them in with foundation, but as of right now, I'm not liking this highlighting situation. This little brow box, this is like a little hidden surprise. I feel like this has been around forever from Urban Decay, and there's a reason why, because it has just everything you need in there. I think this is a really awesome product, especially if you're somebody who's on the go a lot, because those little tiny tools actually worked very well. So this, I'm impressed with. This palette, the shades I used from here, I really, really liked. I like the way that this eye look turned out. I really enjoyed using these two middle shades as a transition. So definitely into this. Like, if you're looking for an affordable matte eyeshadow palette, I think that's awesome. Also really enjoyed this palette. These have a very unique texture, like a very unique formula to them. They almost, like, you can see when I press in there, it like moves the product around. It's really interesting. It's kind of bouncy, but I like the shades in here, and I like the two shades that I use, these two right here. So enjoying this. I really like that. Oh, the mascara. The mascara looks very good. It's lots of length and volume, and it dried down. I really don't like mascaras that like never dry. I feel like that's the weirdest thing. Why would you want a mascara that like stays, you know, tacky all day? But no, this looks good. And this was like 2 light layers. I think this could be built up even more. So I like that. And then lastly, you guys, this lip product is so cool. It is like dry. It's pretty dry on my lips, but it looks matte, but it's not drying whatsoever. Like it doesn't have that liquid lipstick cracking feeling or anything. So I really like that. All right guys, so that wraps up today's video of me trying out a bunch of new stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did like it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Like what, guys, what's going on?
Is it too loud?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Thanks.